Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, which is on sale, guys, or any of my other channels, everything is in the description box below the video. So let's get into this. This is what's coming. Aries. What's coming, Aries? Okay, so Aries, you're telling somebody your wish fulfillments, the truth about your wish fulfillments in a commitment. So in other words, what you're saying is your intentions. Like, I'm wanting to be married. I'm wanting something long-term and committed. I'm being honest with you when I say my wish fulfillment is to have something long-term and committed. Now, this is something you're manifesting because you're putting it out to the universe. This is what your intentions are, right? And because you have taken a step back, you have looked at the bigger picture, and you know you're really a person of knowing what you really want. That's what this is saying. So it's almost like you're in your emotions about your destiny. This is what you want. It's almost like you want to leave a legacy. Do you feel like, Aries, I feel like you think you're like the biological clock is ticking, even though you're coming in masculine energy, because it's almost like you want to leave a legacy, like you're trying to hold back a tower. It's almost like you want to stop time. You're trying to hold back a tower. Okay. So I really feel like you think your clock is ticking. Like it's almost like you're tired of being single, right? Out in the cold, you've got your eye on somebody. This is a card of lack. This is a card of lack. Okay. So out in the cold, you got your eye on somebody, you're watching, right? You're watching. You want a new passionate beginning. This is somebody who sparked your intent, they've caught your eye, okay? And you want to know more, right? You're thinking a lot about this person, you're doing some soul searching, or you want some more clarity about a Queen of Cups, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Now, you two are coming in as a true match. This will be a good soulmate match because you're both in that King of Cup, Queen of Cup energy. You feel like you want to communicate. You're ready to talk to this person. So you want to make your intentions clear to somebody that you're just not after a good night, a good time. You're honest. You're going to be honest and tell them your wish fulfillment is to be in a committed relationship, right? You want to communicate about a relationship. Anything else for Aries? You're over the drama. I look at that Five of Wands for you right now, Aries, based on this reading, and that Five of Wands is the dating pool to you. Because you're trying to move on. You're trapped in your head. It's like I feel like the words that are coming out of your mouth is there's got to be something better than this. Right? So honestly, I feel like you've got your intentions are to be in a relationship. And I feel like even though you're not a feminine, you feel like times like you've wasted a lot of time, like you're getting too old to be a dad. Maybe you feel like maybe the energy is that, you want to leave a legacy behind, but you want to be young enough to be able to chase those kids around the house instead of, the latter of that. So I know masculines can have a baby anytime, but you still have to be able to chase them. You had to have time to chase them. Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you're coming up in your reading. You're obsessed with a family situation, reconciling in divine timing. You could be married. You could be married to this person. Somebody may have had an extramarital affair here, trapped in their head about the relationship with the Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, needing strength where the King of Pentacles is concerned. See, you see things from a different perspective here. I feel like, Taurus, what's mine is mine. If you're married to this person, you're still holding on. You're seeing things from a different perspective, but you're still holding on. You're manifesting this Queen of Swords be cut out. That's your wish fulfillment. That's what you want. So you want to move towards somebody with a new beginning in love. It's almost like you really want to get back together with your partner. But the harsh truth is they walked away. Their wish was to walk away. There was no equal give and take in an argument. You're waiting. You're heartbroken because of the deception. You want to offer your cup and rebuild, but this person has ended this and is not talking to you because of the competition. So, Taurus, I feel like you had somebody interfere in your relationship. But, you know, just because this person's chasing after a shiny penny, honey, but at the end of the day, that'll get old too. So just, it's up to you, Taurus. You can wait or not. Gemini. Gemini, your wish fulfillment is something long-term and committed, but you're hiding the truth. You may want this, but you're hiding the truth. You're waiting for somebody. You're waiting for somebody who's holding back from a family situation. So if you have a child with this person, you're not telling this person how you really feel. You're waiting, but this person's holding back from a family situation. This person doesn't see the kids. It doesn't contribute to the situation. You're needing strength to reconcile and come out of the cold. This person's not contributing to the situation here. And you're not being honest about what you really want with this person. So with this partnership, there was the harsh truth about this partnership is that there was a lot of mistakes made in the past. And there's a lot of burden. You're getting clarity about the manipulation. Somebody's played mind games and manipulated you, right? To where you don't even want to speak to them right now. Tell me about this. Oh. Okay. No, that's not what this is. Gemini, you're waiting for somebody who is manipulating you. This is abuse, okay? When I see this is abuse, literally abuse, because the harsh truth about this partnership, there's a lot of past mistakes and burden, and you have been doing some soul searching because this person manipulates you, and what they do is they withhold their affection from you, right? When they won't say they love you, because the high priestess doesn't talk, right? They keep their mouth shut. So not saying they love you, right? That's how they abuse you with the manipulation. This person isn't contributing to the family situation at all. But you're wanting a relationship, but you're not being honest with them about what you want. But the fact of the matter is you need to you need to do more. You really need to see that at the bottom of that, what you're looking at is this person is a snake to you. This person, you're going to find that there's a lot better out there for you. Because of the way this person's withholding their affection from you and manipulating the situation and not contributing to a family situation. Now, a family situation, when I see the 10 of Cups, there's usually a man and a woman and 2 children. And you're probably stuck carrying the burden of everything because there is a lot of burden there. Okay, Cancer. So you're manifesting cutting out the burden. This has to do with you really gaining more perspective in your judgment. This is you seeing things correctly. It's almost like you are really, really starting. It's okay. So it's almost like the fog is clearing. Right? So when you take a step back and gain more perspective in your judgment, you're growing, right? And manifesting cutting out the burden. Cancer, you're coming in as the Emperor energy here. You're coming in King of Cups, Emperor energy here. So you are discerning things. You are starting to figure things out. Things are finally starting to click for you. See, this is 2 cards of healing. There's hope and healing here. You got the Star and the 4 of Swords, 2 cards of healing. So this is you hoping to heal because in your judgment, you've gained more perspective. And you're releasing yourself from the burden. You're cutting something out. You're cutting out all the burden on your back. Look at this. You've carried all of the burden here. And so you've made the decision to cut out the burden, and so you could gain perspective so that you could heal and recover. You are definitely leveling up. I'm surprised I haven't seen the King of Swords here, Cancer. You're taking that leap of faith towards a commitment, right? Part of this has to do with you held back. So sleepless nights, So usually when I gain perspective personally, now you can comment if you're very spiritual and you understand what I'm saying here. When I'm in my quiet space is when I do the most of my meditation, right? And so you see this picture of this background. That could be your guides guiding you. You're gaining, you get some downloads. You may have some very vivid dreams. There could be a lot of things can happen, but it's in the night, right? This is sleepless nights. Something is really getting to you, right? And maybe it's you're being guided. And the possibility here for the reason that you gained the perspective that you did is that maybe you had held back from gaining that perspective in the past, and now you're getting it, right? Taking that leap because you're being guided in that direction. There's a lot of forward movement with that 8. Yeah, see, this is like a lot of forward movement towards the Empress. Everything's moving in this direction. I feel like you passionately want to communicate. You're needing the strength to passionately communicate to come out of the cold with this person. You're rushing in. Now, your Empress is also coming in Queen of Cups energy. So you're a true soulmate, right? First of all, you've got the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. You got the Emperor to the Empress. So that you can make an offer. So I feel like you're really, in this case, I feel like Cancer may be the masculine. Now, guys, all tarot can be switched the other way around, right? You have to take it how it resonates with you, because this is a general reading, right? So how does this relate to you? Is it, when I hear people say, well, it was in reverse, well, it can resonate in reverse. And so you got to take it how it resonates for you, unless it's a personal reading. If it's a general reading, look at it from the bigger picture. How does this resonate with me? Because I feel like, Cancer, you've got an offer coming in. You're making an offer. In this case, to me, it was the masculine here, but you could have been the feminine because you're both in that Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Leo. So you're having a conversation. Now, Leo, you could be in this Queen of Swords mode. You could be the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Swords. Take it how it resonates with you. The Queen of Swords is somebody who has been through a lot. They use that sword to cut people out. If you don't come at this person correct, you are going to be cut out, right? So there's emotional communication between you and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone wants justice in a partnership. They're obsessed at a crossroads about coming out of the cold for a new beginning in love. Somebody wants to get back together and give it another go. We are in retrograde, guys. Leo, somebody wants to come out of the cold and have another go at it. They're ready to take that leap of faith and move forward. You got two cards of fast forward movement. To you, Leo, you're the one who's thinking about this. There's a new beginning, okay? Ace of Pentacles, best ace you can get. This is going to prosper. This is going to grow. I feel like you guys are, this is somebody from your past. Some people will want it, some people won't. But I'm feeling like this person is really having a conversation with you. They're tiptoeing. They're tiptoeing towards you because they know that you're not about the business. You're not about anybody messing with you, right? But they want to come out of the cold and they want to offer you a new beginning. I do believe you got love from the past coming in. Now, some people don't want the past. Some people do. So the choice is up to you. Virgo. So I feel like Virgo, you're coming in at Empress energy here, the center of the read, okay? This could be about the Empress. You could be the Empress, or this is about the Empress. Somebody is very guarded and defensive. The person who's guarded and defensive is the Empress. Has to do with a past mistake with a third party. Somebody wants clarity that somebody's out in the cold. If you want to be in a family situation, right? You have the 10 of Cups and you have the Knight of Cups. You want to be with somebody in a family situation. This person wants to know that there is nobody, you know, they're blocked and they're out in the cold. There's nobody interfering. You may be coming in whoever the masculine is, Virgo, if you're the masculine, if you're coming towards this Empress energy is going to stop you dead with that sword. She's not going to play. If you come rushing in, because I feel like whoever this is, now, Virgo, if you're a feminine energy, you're the Empress. If you're a masculine energy, you're the Knight of Wands. So this is a player thinking they're going to move in quickly, and there's somebody ready to stop you cold, right? Because this person, they're not going to, you know, if you want to be with them, they have to know that there's nobody interfering. You need the strength to make an offer. But here's the thing. There's deception. You could be lying about this. You're coming in hot, and that Queen of Swords is not good. They're not about to play, right? You're manifesting deception. This person is they're on guard because they're not going to allow it. Now, second of all, the Knight of Wands, for me as a reader, is the Emperor in his lowest vibration. So if you're a masculine Virgo, you are in your lowest vibration. You're an Emperor, but you're in your lowest vibration here. You got an Empress here, not going to tolerate it. Absolutely not going to tolerate you coming in with that nonsense. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. But I'm going to tell you anyway, Virgo Empress energies, if you're a feminine, you're not on the same page. You can't even be together if he's in the Knight of Wands stage and you're in the Empress stage. He's got to level up to the King of Wands, to the King of Swords, then to the Emperor before he's ready to be with you. That's how that is. Libra. Libra, you are cutting somebody out and you don't even give a crap. You don't. You absolutely don't. Because you've cut somebody off and you will no longer speak to them. There's no more communication, no emotional communication because somebody juggled. And it's going to take you a long time to recover. They may want to be with you and offer you, even if they offered you the moon, you're discontent here. Because somebody from the past, Emperor energy. This is somebody from your past, even though, but this is part of your healing process. This is also part of your growing, because eventually, if you're a twin, this will come back together. Right person, wrong time, right? It's going to take you a long time to heal, but there's also lessons that have to be learned along the way. And it always gets me when I get comments and people will comment things that it's almost laughable to me. If you're not a twin flame, it's not your story. Stop arguing about what you think should be. If this is just a soulmate relationship to you, and that's what you're here for, is a soulmate relationship, check your other side, check your other placements, right? When I'm telling you that the Emperor's here and it's showing up as somebody from the past, an Emperor energy, this is a twin flame. Not everybody is a twin flame. Not everybody is a twin flame. You can be a soulmate. You can have many soulmates. But if it doesn't resonate with you, check your other placements instead of trying to tell me what I know and you don't. I mean, that's the bottom line when it comes to this, okay? So anyway, get off my soapbox. Okay, so it's going to take you a long time to heal. This person wants to offer you a new beginning. You're discontent with somebody from the past, Emperor energy. You're manifesting for the King of Wands to regret what they did. You want them trapped. You want them to suffer. You're wanting them to suffer. You want them to have some regret and be trapped in their head about it. That's because this is what you're manifesting for this King of Wands, which is an Emperor in a lower vibration, right? You're manifesting that this person regret this and be trapped in their head because this person hurt you and you want them to suffer. That's what this is saying. You want them to suffer. Okay, that's Libra. Okay, and Scorpio. Ooh. Okay. Scorpio. You're showing up in your read as the King of Cups here, okay? So somebody's doing spell work on you. Somebody is doing spell work on you. You're coming in Emperor energy, and somebody is manifesting manipulation and to win at all cost against you. You're sitting on both sides of this because of a commitment. There's a third party wishing to be your partner. There's a karmic. This is a karmic, right? This third party is wishing to be your partner. So they're going to try to do love spells on you. Now, see, I see you here now, guys. King of Wands, King of Swords, Emperor energy. You're going from the King of Cups to the King of Wands to the King of Swords to the Emperor. You've leveled up here, right? And you're waiting, King of Swords, for the Empress, pre-Empress. It's like you have strong emotions that you need to take this leap of faith. You've leveled up. You're being pulled like a magnet back to where you need to be. It's been a long time coming, the Four of Wands, because it was blocked, right, from reconciling. Now you're communicating that you want to come out in the cold. There's a lot of back and forth, and you're trying to rush towards your happiness with your Ten of Cups relationship. Okay, this is your person. You're being drawn back to who you're meant to be with. And if it was kept away, if you were kept away because of someone's manipulation, because they wanted to be your partner, this is about you leveling up and seeing things for what they really are. You know, guys, this journey is so difficult. It's a spiritual journey that really, really takes a lot. It takes a lot, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, it takes a lot out of you. And you have to really, really stand in your faith. Because believe me, it is being tested to the hilt. But once you do and you pass over that, nothing coming at you is going to, you can't even, you'll see. Once you get past that and you heal, nothing scares you. It doesn't even faze you. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, somebody has pissed you off, because this is like, if I looked at this right here, it's like we ride at dawn. That's kind of what it is. Like you're going to go under the veil of darkness. You're going after somebody, right? Like you want justice. The harsh truth is you're ready to move towards somebody and stand your ground against the drama. Like you are ready to... It don't matter, drive, take a plane, take a bus, whatever the case may be, you're fixing to kick somebody's butt is what it looks like to me. You're coming in as pre-Empress energy. You're taking that leap. See, this has to do with the King of Wands, Four of Wands. King of Wands being the Emperor in a lower vibration. Pre-Empress, King of Wands, Four of Wands, the 1111 card. Your twin flame. So if there is some competition that you want to know, you're fixing to go stand your ground against somebody. You know the truth about their deception. You want a new beginning with your person. You're wishing for a new beginning with your person, but you know the truth about the deception. Whatever they were trying to steal, lie, cheat, whatever the case may be, you know the truth about this now. There's some emotional communication back and forth. And you see somebody is ready to heal and walk away from being a player. This is like with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. This is somebody who's ready to walk away from this betrayal and close the cycle. They're ready to end a karmic cycle. So I feel like you're headed towards to reconnect with your person. Okay, Capricorn. feel like so you got Justice and you got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands can be a foundation, a celebration, right? Justice in a celebration is marriage. And you want to be married. You're wishing you want to be married. This is what it's, but you're finding out that there was a choice. There was a choice and you may walk away. You got one wand left. I mean, you've been through some battles here. You're not leaving without a fight. That's what I'm feeling like. You're not leaving without a fight. You may find some clarity, get some clarity, and you may end up single because there was a choice here, and you may walk away. But I feel like first you're going to take that leap to come at. This is the wounded warrior. This is somebody who's gone through a lot of stuff, and this is like the final battle here. Oh no. I feel like somebody's telling you that you can work through it, that you guys can work through this, but there's an argument and then you're no longer speaking to somebody from the past. So you found out you may have been engaged to somebody and you wanted to be married, but you found out that they were cheating. And this is you just saying, no, this is a done deal. But before you walk away, you're going to stand your ground. You're definitely going to stand your ground against somebody. Aquarius. So you made a past mistake. Maybe it was a long time ago. There was a mistake made a long time ago. There was a choice between two. You're still having to stand your ground moving forward. Even though it ended a long time ago, you're coming in as King of One energy. And you want to move forward. You're trying to emotionally communicate that you want to get past this. You're wanting to get past this. Or you're either dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag, or you're coming in that energy. Passionate energy, Aquarius. So if you're a masculine energy, you're very passionate. If you're a feminine energy, the King of Wands is the person that cheated on you. Because they made a mistake in the past. It's been a long time, that it ended a long time ago. But there was a choice between two. In the center of the read, there's a choice here, right? And this person is communicating they want to take that leap. They want to move forward. They're wanting to move forward. They're standing their ground. The attitude kind of here is, when are you going to get over what I did to you? Like, I don't want to hear about what I did to you. Well, there's two things you can do. You can either stand your ground or you can go. You know what I'm saying? It's like they have regrets. They regret the tower they caused, right? But see, because you're still holding on, you're very guarded and defensive because there was a third party. Now, they can't do something to break your heart and then tell you how you're going to process how they broke your heart. If you choose to stay with this person's getting short-tempered over the fact that you're still hurt over how he hurt you. Like, aren't you over that yet? Well, let me go cheat on you and let me tell you then let's see how you feel about it. You see what I'm saying? If the shoe was on the other foot, would they feel the same way? They can't tell you how you feel. You'll process this the way you process it when you process it. Pisces. Pisces, there's a transformation that's been a long time coming for you. You're coming in as yourself, Queen of Cups. This is your back and forth about overcoming an obstacle. Actually, that's the 9, sorry. So you're back and forth, you could be resisting. You're having sleepless nights, waiting, heartbroken over this King of Wands. Tell me about this. What's happening? Okay. This change has been a long time coming for you. And you're waiting heartbroken for this person to come towards you. They see this. They see that they're your wish fulfillment. This person knows what you want. But this person is being, it's almost like patience. They want to offer their cup, but they're being patient. This person needs to speed it up. If you're waiting heartbroken for this person to come and they're just trying to be patient so that they can offer their cup a certain way, I don't know if they're slacking or what the case is, but this person needs to put it in gear. They really do. If they want equal give and take and an opportunity, they better, like I said, light the ass on fire and get their butt moving, right? Rush. Don't take your time when you know that I'm waiting here for you and that I'm heartbroken and I can't wait to see you. And this transformation took me a long time to get here, and you're dragging your feet. Don't be dragging your feet because Pisces is going to light you up. So, okay. Guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.